Welcome to the Paul Chandler Show, everyone. I'm your host, Paul Chandler. In tonight's episode, we're going to be continuing our op report dissection series where we'll be looking at an operation report or op report on the female system. And during this, like we've been doing for our series, you'll be seeing the op report on the screen, and I'll be highlighting while I'm talking about what I'm extracting to use. That way, as far as a coder, you can follow along while we dissect an op report on the female system, and we can code it in the real world environment. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. So looking up the diagnosis codes first, we have actually two. We have stage 3 cystocell and we have stage 2 uterine prolapse. So since we have two different diagnoses and separated by a comma, we code them from left to right. So first I'm going to look up cystocell. I'm sorry, the stage 3 cystocell, but the keyword there being cystocell. So I'm looking at the front part of my ICD-10 CM book for cystocell, CYSTO cell, CYSTO cell, cystocell, cystitis, cystotomy. There we go, cystocell. Okay, so we have cystocell. So I'm on the AAPC ICD-10 CM book in front index. Here I'm on page 114, middle column at the bottom, and I have cystocell, and yes, the patient is female. Okay, so my options are with prolapse of uterus, lateral, midline, paravaginal, or in pregnancy or childbirth, and that would not match here. So then as far as the pregnancy childbirth, so I'm going with the female, and then this would be with prolapse of uterus, because we also have uterine prolapse right there for stage 2 uterine prolapse. In that case, it says, cystocell highlighted, there we go. So cystocell with prolapse of uterus, see prolapse uterus. So now I'm being rerouted. I'm going to cross out cystocell since that's what I've done. I looked up that word already. But now it's taking me to prolapse. So that's the word I'm using for. So prolapse, comma, uterus. So now I'm looking at prolapse. Prolapse, there we go, drop down uterus. And then we have prolapse, drop down uterus. So I'm going to cross out uterine. And then we have several drop downs: complete, congenital, first degree, and pregnancy or childbirth. Incomplete, postpartal, second degree, and third degree. And in this case, we have a stage 3 cystocell, but a stage 2 uterine prolapse. We would actually count this as being a third degree because we have a different severity there. So we have the third stage, so third degree be the highest, leaving us with code by checking at the front, N81.3. So we have N81.3. And I'm going to go to the back and verify the code since we never code from the front of the book. N81.3. Complete uterovaginal prolapse. So I'm on page 877 now. N81.3. Complete uterovaginal prolapse, procedente uterine NOS, or third degree uterine prolapse. and the third degree uterine prolapse there matches. So that would make my diagnosis code N81.3. So even though here I do have two different diagnosis words, the description, stage 3 sister cell and stage 2 uterine prolapse, I only have one diagnosis code since the sister cell linked me over to the uterine prolapse. And then the procedure, I have the pessary fitting. So first I can try to look for the word fitting and see if that works or not. If it does, awesome. If it does not, then I only got one other word to choose from. So when we look at fitting on page 894, I see amputation, cervical cap, contact lens, and so forth, but nothing about a pessary, P-E-S-S-A-R-Y. So since the word fitting did not give me drop downs for pessary, I'm going to look up the word pessary first and see what the other things I have, if that's even a word in the back. The tension awaits. The suspense of his pessary in the back. There we go, pessary. Page 976, I have pessary, P-E-S-S-A-R-Y. Then drop down, I only got insertion. And is that what we're doing? Yeah, she is back today for a pessary fitting. So that would match here. So we look up fitting, we don't have drop downs for pessary, but when we have pessary, we have drop down for insertion. And then I got the one code, 57160. And I'm going to double check the code in front, because again, CPT would never code from the back of the book. I'm going to double check it in front before I highlight it in green. That means we're good to go. 57160. 57160. There we go. 373. 57160. There you go. Fitting and insertion of pessary or other intravaginal support device. That sounds good to me, because here in the code description itself, we actually have the word fitting. So we are able to use that word, and we also have the word pessary there. So in this procedure, we have the pessary fitting is CPT code 57160, and the diagnosis code for stage 3 cystocell, stage 2 uterine prolapse is N81.3.
Thank you for taking the time out today to watch the episode where we dissected NOP report for the female system. And now here at the show, we always like to hear from you and what topics you'd like to see here on the Paul Chandler Show. So please visit thepaulchandlershow.com, and then up at the top of the page, directly under the video of our latest episode, there's a little button there that you can click and suggest a topic that you'd like to see. So again, thank you for watching the Paul Chandler Show, and have an awesome rest of your day.